Tiberius. At last we meet.
Mortimer, I believe we've met before, actually.
That's right. The Dark Ages Christmas party a couple of years back.
I don't believe there were Christmas parties in the Dark Ages.
I'm inclined to agree. However, it is hard to say for sure, for everything was so dark.
Surely you didn't bring me here to discuss exactly how dark the Dark Ages were.
The darkness, no. However, I do wish to discuss the party.
The potentially preposterous Christmas party?
Whether Christmas or no, there was indeed a party which we both attended.
Indeed.
Do you recall the events of this party?
It is hard to recall.
Because it was so dark.
It was dark, Mortimer, however, I must confess to being incredibly wasted that night.
Wasted? As by a sword?
No, Mortimer, as by drink.
I hardly saw you sip that night. Find it difficult to believe you were as wasted as you claim.
As do I, Mortimer, therefore I suspect that someone slipped a Dark Ages roofie in my drink.
A roofie? I've seen inscriptions about it on the cave wall.
What a coincidence. I left inscriptions on your mom's cave walls.
You jest.
Perhaps I do.
I'm now having nasty visions of your cruel joke.
If only I possessed your imagination, Mortimer.
I'm going blind. I can't see.
Come back to me, Mortimer.
As if the Dark Ages has been splashed across my face.
What a coincidence. Ah.
Please, Tiberius. I can take no more.
Then let us return to our previous conversation.
You say you imbibed a roofie?
I did. I imbibed it with my mouth.
Are there other ways to imbibe such a drug?
Perhaps, but I prefer oral.
That doth be what she said.
Mortimer, you are being a dirty girl.
I apologize, Tiberius, but we must be comfortable if we are to discuss the date rape drug.
The date rape drug, you say? What a curious notion. Are you suggesting that my assailant wanted to rape me, but first take me to the mall?
I assume they could do whatever they wanted.
They will taste no sort of mine, but the one made out of steel.
Quite.
Mortimer.
Yes?
Do you understand the illusion that I was making?
I believe so.
I have two swords.
Quite.
One is real and the other metaphorical, but still real.
The metaphorical sword is your penis.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Please, Tiberius. I've lost my focus. Let us get back to discussing the party.
I attended the party in my favorite dinner clothes.
You came alone?
No, I had to get a ride from my whore of a sister because she gets the carriage on Wednesdays.
What a curious day for a woman to claim a carriage.
My family is quite progressive.
I am aware. I attended the brazier burning.
I declined my mother's invitation to the event.
A rather rude thing for a son to do.
It was, however, I hope you can understand that my emotions were all over the place.
Your sister burned many expensive braziers.
That's all right, Mortimer. I surmise she never wore them anyway, for she is a whore, as I previously stated.
Quite.
Anyway, the whore parked her temporary whoremobile in the fire lane. Because she doesn't like walking, I had to take the reins myself and park the carriage in a more proper place.
So, you and your sister separated?
Mercifully so.
Tell me more, you handsome man.
Well, I walked into the party where I took the first of two recollected drinks. I meandered about the party as I finished off my first, and then your mother arrived with my second.
My mother approached you?
Indeed she did.
Was there any imbibing going on?
Talking was all we did there, Mortimer, but I must say that her breasts were ample. That's when you came over and started stealing hugs.
Is that all you can recall?
Yes, what is this meeting about?
I doth bang thy sister.
Pardon?
And she doth bang me back.
Impossible, my sister is a whore.
That's why she doth bang me, Tiberius. Be reasonable.
Well, I find it rather rude that you just dropped this on me all of a sudden. That hint of foreshadowing.
I also dropped that roofie in your drink.
Mortimer, you date raped me?
I attempted to, but I must admit, even when drugged, you're still not as easy as your sister.
Well, of course. I'm not 12 anymore. And you betrayed me. After all that time we spent together while you were slipping something in my drink.
I suppose this means we're now brothers, in a way?
No, I am so upset about this, I may have to monologue about it.
No one reads your monologues.
Monologuing is the way of the future, Mortimer. My English teacher told me so.
Rather bang your sister again than hear a monologue from you.
I dare say I should kick your ass Beowulf style.
Do it then if thou art not a bitch.
Nay, I choose to take the high road. Aha, but what Mortimer doesn't realize is that I haven't taken the high road at all. Oh, what treachery I've committed with Mortimer's mother over and over again, and I would crush my dear old friend to hear me say those words. He was blinded before, but now his eyes will bleed.
You do realize I just heard everything you said.
What? Impossible. I walked over there and I spoke alone.
You were at full volume, Tiberius. Dost thou think I can't hear you because you walked over there? It's quite silly, really.
Well, in any case, yes, Mortimer, I doth banged thy mom.
Scoundrel!
Indeed.
I must admit, I am curious as to how you could have accomplished the deed while being so incredibly wasted.
A valid question. You see, before attending the party, I realized that someone would inevitably get with my sister. I decided then and there that in revenge, I would bang the assailant's mom.
And he couldn't have possibly known who or how many of us it would have been.
That's why I doth banged all the middle-aged women in this county.
You jest.
No, Mortimer, in fact, I'm quite virile and sad.
Such treachery. My sword begs for your flesh.
Whoa, your real sword or your metaphorical sword?
Shut up, I hate you.
I'd rather hate you too. In fact, I've decided to circle you in a menacing manner.
Very well then.
Do you feel the fear?
All I feel is pain.
Who's thine bitch now?
Take this. Oh.
Mortimer, you slapped me. You made a slapping sound across my face.
Feel the burn, Tiberius. Feel the burn like I do.
The burn? My God, Mortimer, did my whore sister give you a Dark Ages STD?
Pain, Tiberius. Pain and regret.
Brother!
Brother!
It's going to be all right.
I just feel so alone.
Why didn't you use a sheepskin?
Some monster came in the night and ate all of my sheep.
That was probably my sister, too.
I'm sorry, Tiberius. I was only needing to get respect amongst my friends.
Dear Mortimer, all is forgiven. Now I, too, must tell the truth. I did not bang thy mom.
Joy!
I just made out with her a little bit.
You must resist your urges, Tiberius. We are brothers now.
Agreed.
To think, if we hadn't spent so much time flexing our dicks, we could have been friends earlier.
I have learned an important lesson about love and also safe intercourse.
May all of our swords be sheathed from now on.